with water, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry, with water, dear Henry, with water, dear Henry.
With what shall I fetch it, dear Liza, dear Liza? With what shall I fetch it, dear Liza? With what? With a bucket, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. With a bucket, dear Henry, dear Henry. With a bucket. There's a hole in my bucket, dear Liza, dear. Hello everybody, and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby, her name's Leann Chivers. Thank you very much. Good night! No, we just started singing because Jake, obviously we're doing a watercolour show, and Jake went to get some water, and Leann said, we need to get more water than that. I said, get a bucket, and then we started singing, there's a hole in my bucket. Then once we started, we couldn't stop. And the countdown happened, as it normally does, from George the Joystick. He was going, counting you down, but we couldn't stop. We had to keep going on. So hopefully you enjoyed that most random start to a show ever, but thanks for being here. It's lovely to have you here. Just before we start this show, which is like two shows in one, let me tell you, for those that weren't in on the big wake-up call show this morning, 5 o'clock tonight, that is midday Eastern, that is 11 a.m. Central, that is 9 a.m. Pacific. It is the big countdown to birthday. We will be previewing everything. We will be giving you all the dates that you need. You just need to be there. We need a big audience. You're going to see all the products. You're going to know when things are launching. We're going to give you all the dates of birthday. That is exciting, very, very exciting. We're looking forward to that later on, Leann, aren't we?
I literally cannot wait. My energy is high because I'm very excited to be sharing all of that with you. I can't wait. I just, honestly, this is going to be a brilliant 2 hours. I'm excited about this 2 hours. All of my favourite things in 2 hours. And then tonight, Ben, I'm so excited.
It's going to be awesome. 5 o'clock. This show, as I say, is 2 in 1. So for this first sort of, 53 minutes now, we're going back to basics with all things watercolour. Johnny's going 53 minutes because you sang. We've got your liquid watercolours on the show. We have got aqua pens on the show. We've got the ombre pads on the show. You name it, we've got it, right? Shop the day, get ahead for all the deals. Loads of discounted deals across the watercolour range. Leann has got techniques and demos to show you, but if there's anything in particular that you want to ask, anything in particular that you want to see on our Back to Basics show, please ask. And the clues in the name, Back to Basics. Any questions you want to ask, even if you think they're the most basic in the world, we want them, please. And then the second half of this show, after 3 o'clock, we will be looking at the Hot Fix Rhinestone Applicator. And we're going to be getting to grips with that. It's going to be brilliant because we have got all sorts of things to basically bling up. And once again, when we get into that show, feel free to ask those questions. We've got Jan on the socials for this one. Kelly O'Sullivan is in. Jen Shank says good morning and hello. Hi to Sister P4. And Christy Mahoney says hello again, everyone. Rain today, I'm staying home. Kim T is in. Alison Mason is in. Trudy Bickham is in. M is in California. Rosalind Russell is in. Doreen says, lol, are you already practicing for your new song, Ben? Doreen, I did one. I wasn't massively happy with it, but I've kept it, and I'm now doing a second one, which I'm much happier with. So this year, time allowing, if we can film the videos, there will be a birthday song and a B-side.
Hey, I don't know about this. I need to know what this is in the break.
So you sort of do. So you know I came to you last week and said, oh, I want to do this song.
Yes.
And then we were a bit like, oh, I don't know if we can do that. So I moved that to one side.
Yeah.
Then I did another song, wrote it, and I was like, oh, it works. And I've done the whole thing. And I was thinking, like, in my head how it might work. It might be quite funny. But then I wasn't massively happy with it. But I thought, oh, we'll use it. And then I started writing the one that we said we wouldn't do. And that one's so much better. So we've got 2 potential birthday songs coming up this year.
I'm excited. I can't wait.
And well, I can't tell you about what's on my right hand side, but we've got a very nice layout for birthday as well. Yeah. You'll find out more at 5 o'clock.
Are we allowed to do a sneaky peek of that?
No.
Oh.
I don't think so.
Oh.
No, I think we'd get in trouble.
Have to follow me.
I don't think it would follow you.
Do you not?
No. I think it might spontaneously combust or something.
Do you reckon?
Yeah. You know, like in Mission Impossible.
What if I took a random photo and put it on my Facebook page?
Better check with Liam if you were going to do that first.
What if I seek forgiveness, not permission?
Oh, God. You're a braver person than me. Maybe like a little tiny bit of it you could show. You'd have to ask him. Hi, Zoe Carver. Hi, Pat. Sister P4 says, I cannot wait for the birthday countdown. 5 o'clock, do not miss it. Our hero tool for this show, by the way, will work perfectly with the liquid watercolours that we've got. This is the, what's that? Will the wig return? I don't think the wig, a wig may return. If you're coming to Crafterganza, you might see the wig. The wig's already got its place booked on the plane.
Yeah, the wig's got a seat.
Thank you very much. This is the Artists Accessory Kit. I mean, you really want to have this alongside your liquid watercolours. 2 pipettes in here to pick up, you know, if you're mixing colours and you want to kind of keep those colours, you can use the pipettes to draw up that off your glass mat. You've got a water spritzer in there as well, and 2 empty pots too with the lids. This is until midnight tonight, this deal, so grab it whilst you can. £5 and 3p is the platinum price on that, or $6.47. Mary Shaw is in as well, saying hi to Ben, Leann and crew. Happy Thursday, and I'm so excited for the birthday reveal and seeing Leann demonstrating again today. Well, as I say, we're going to make these shows, these 2 shows in one, nice and interactive. This is all about watercolour, starting off with the liquid watercolours. We've just got the colour inspirations in stock on this show, so £14.39 platinum or $17.96. Loads and different things that you can do, which you're going to see with Leann, whether you want to create your own watercolour backgrounds, whether you want to use these on your various papers, things like your photo paper will be amazing. Use alongside your shaving foam, this will look incredible. You've got the 6 different colours, each comes in their own little bottle with the pipette to distribute the colours, and the 6 colours you've got are catkin green, seaweed aqua, night blue, persimmon orange, poppy red, and your clematis violet. $14.39 or $17.96 is the price on these. And what you will notice when we get over to Leann is the bottles are fairly diddy. However, you will see that you only need a small amount to create a sort of big experience. I seem to remember the sentence that sticks in my head from when we launched these, Leann, was you need a mouse's teardrop amount of colour to create with. That's right, isn't it?
Absolutely accurate.
Yeah.
I couldn't be, it's like imagine a mouse had a little cry.
Yeah.
That's how much you need.
Yeah.
I need a heat tool.
Oh, a heat tool. You've not got a heat tool?
Hang on.
Yeah, I was going to say, it must be there. You got it? Is it working?
Got it.
Is it on? Good work.
Have heat tool,
Will
craft. Right, now then, these have multiple different uses, and so I'm going to try and give you the whistle stop of the different things that you're going to need to do with them. Yes to a mouse's tear. So let's go with a colour first. Let's go with the elderflower purple, and I'm going to put a tiny, tiny piece, tiny drop in a little square here on my mat.
Okay.
Now, you can see that is definitely a mouse's tear.
That is, teeny tiny.
Tiny, tiny amount. I'm just going to take a brush, a damp brush, and pick that up and just show you how intense the colour is from just that tiny amount.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, wow.
It really is incredibly intense, and it will continue to colour for ages.
Yeah.
All of that from the tiniest little drop. And that is how incredible they are. So you need the smallest amount.
Yes.
Now, the other good thing to talk to you about with these is we have given you in here the colours that you need, cyan, magenta, yellow and black, which means you can mix any other colour you like. And if you use the squares on your craft mat as a guide, then what you're going to do, for example, let's say I want 2 squares of magenta, mouse's tear, and I want just a half a square, really, of black. That might even be a full square, but we'll see how we go. And then what I'm going to do with my brush now is, because these are a liquid dye, is mix these together. Now, that was the same colour that I used here, but I put a tiny little bit of black in,
Oh, yeah.
Look at the aubergine colour I've got. So this is why we've put all of these different colours, and look how far this colour's gone. I'm going to have to waste this here.
Yeah.
You'll get so much. Now, putting a tiny little bit more black in would make that an even deeper purple aubergine colour. Let's say you want to do that, but you want to use a couple of different colours.
Okay.
So I'm going to bring another piece of watercolour card in here so you can just see. And let's say now I'm going to use my cyan, which is the pink. Not cyan, magenta. And I'm going to use the little squares on my mat. So I've got a little bit of magenta. And actually, before I do what I'm going to do, I'm just going to show you what that colour's like. A little bit of magenta, here it is. Okay. And I'm going to do a little bit of the cyan, which is the blue. There we go. Bit of the yellow. So you can be your own mixer of brand new colours. Because what we've got here then is the cyan. There we are. The magenta I've already put down.
And that's why it's worth having the accessory kit, isn't it? Because if you mix your own colours...
The accessory kit is a must.
Yes.
It's an absolute must because you've got pipette in there, you've got a spritzer in there, you've got everything you need to be your own mixologist. It's so good. So I'll just put those little colours back on here again so you can see I'm taking just little bits of all the little colours and I'm using the squares on my glass mat as my measurer of colour. You can see those there. Yeah, so you can see how much you're putting on there. Yeah. And then I can remember I had one square of pink, one square of blue, and that's the colour I got. Now I'm just going to put another pink down here because I want to show you what I'm doing. Now I'm going to take the blue and the cyan and the magenta and mix those together, and I will get a navy.
Okay.
And I didn't have a navy paint, but that's just mixing those two together, 1 drop of Mouse's Tea each.
Yes.
Now I'm going to do the same here with the yellow and the magenta, and there's the two colours there, you can see them. Now if I take the yellow and the magenta and I put this here, I've got the most beautiful sunset orange.
Oh, you have? Wowee.
And this, what I want to show you is these colours mix perfectly, so what you don't get is a halo of the original colour. They don't split. So you get true colour when you're mixing them, which is absolutely exceptional. And if you wanted to make this a little bit more dull, so if you wanted to make it more of a bronzy colour, you could take a tiny bit of black. That's too much, so I'm going to take a little bit from there on the end of my brush, mix it in here, and then I've got now an olive green. And that's putting a little bit of black into the gold olive green. So you can mix as many of these different colours as you like by just putting those together, and that's why having the cyan, magenta, yellow and black means you can mix any colour you like. Now that's mixing your different colours. There are different ways you can use them, which is absolutely incredible. I'll come back to those in a minute, you can stay there. I love these personally for watercolouring. I just think you get the most beautiful, vibrant results. So I've got one of my favourite large butterflies here. This remains my most favourite butterfly stamp we have ever done, and I can't ever imagine making another butterfly stamp that would take its place in my heart like this one. I just absolutely adore it. So just for speed, I'm going to stamp half of it, just for a little artistic take. There we go. And I'll clean that up in a second. And I'm just going to give that a little dry.
Okay.
And then we're going to do a little bit of watercolouring with those
liquid watercolours.
Liquid watercolours as well. These liquid watercolours, and the next thing we're going to look at, one of the next things we're going to look at, the colour burst powders, are my two favourites for being able to do everything with them. They're not a one-trick pony. You can literally do everything. So now I'm doing my butterfly. So let's say I'm going to use a bit of my magenta, a bit of the cyan.
I feel like they're wow products as well, because the majority of the time when you use them, you're going wow when you're creating the different colours, especially those colour creations powders.
For sure. And I'll show you that. Now, what we're going to do is just pick up a little bit of the colour. So you want a damp brush, you're going to take a little bit of your colour, and then you're just going straight in to whatever it is you're wanting to add that colour to. And you need the tiniest amount. So once you've got that on there and you want to bring that out into a watercoloured ombre effect, you just drag that out.
Yeah.
And then if you want to add in more depth to your colour, you can pick up a little bit more and you can add in a little bit more depth. in places. That's entirely up to you, and you can mix a new colour if you want to as well. And the good thing is, because you've got the pipette, you can just keep taking yourself back a little bit of that ink, and you can add it in, but you can't take it away. So you see how I'm managing to intensify that as we go along. If I want to then do a little ombre, so I could take a bit of this pink, and on another part of the butterfly down here, I'll just do a couple of bits at the same time for speed. You would take one little part at a time itself, and then take a little bit of the blue and go in the opposite direction. So we're meeting in the middle. Then just with your water brush, bring the two together. What you get is a transition from the blue through to the beautiful, beautiful purple.
Oh yeah.
Where the colours have mixed together on the card for you. And then you get that lovely iridescent
That's beautiful
feel to the butterfly wing. It makes it very easy to do. You can't go wrong with these. You're literally picking the colour up, applying it to whatever you're painting with a damp brush, and then just moving it with water. And honestly, not much can go wrong with these because they blend beautifully. And look how much that colour, that yellow, travelled. And adding a little bit of the pink in there, I get a little bit more pink. I get that beautiful peach through to gold effect where I didn't even have to mix that before I put it onto the card. It mixes directly on the card for me. Makes it so easy to do. Now the other thing that these will do is travel with water. So if you want to do a little technique, you can put bubbles of water down on your card. So let's do some bubbles here. And by bubbles I mean big splashes of water from my brush. And then what I can do is take with a dry brush next, so not a wet brush, a completely dry brush.
Yeah.
Let me just pick these up. So this is just a little background technique, and then I'll show you another one. So with a very, very dry, tiny, fine brush, so this is number 3 from our brush collection, and it's dry. I'm going to take, let's do some magenta, and let's do some more yellow. And this is a really effective background technique. Dry brush, pick that up, touch it into the water drops.
Oh yeah.
And then just watch the magic happen.
Yeah. It's so cool.
It's really important that you put the water down first and then take your dry brush to do that. Okay, and then when you've done enough of those, and you can even do the tiny little ones, look. So you get a real lovely mix of effect. I love doing that. Clean your brush.
Yeah.
So it's nice and clean. And then pick another colour. Let's go with this one as well. Pick another colour. So on your dry brush again, make sure it's nice and dry. And this time I'm going to pick up the yellow. And then it mixes those fabulous tie-dye effects.
That's such a cool effect, that.
Into those watercolour. Look at that.
I'm not sure I've seen you do this before. I guess I must have.
I don't know if I have done this one before, Ben. I think sometimes, when we're doing a show and we don't get round to do everything. And I thought, I really want to show everybody this because it's just so cool. And then on other ones here where I've got the blue, I can mix the blue in and get that lovely little tie-dye effect in there. And that'll turn to a purple. And then you just spread them all around. And this one is going to be a mixture of all 3. And it really does create, then just leave it to do its thing because those colours will keep mixing. But of course, if it gets to the point where you think, oh, that's enough, then you can, of course, dry it. And doesn't that look cool? Just doing that as a background with a happy birthday sentiment on.
Absolutely.
Would be incredible, wouldn't it?
Must say hello to Sparkly Sue who's joined us. Got a couple of questions which I'll put to Leann in a second. So Carl says, you'll need to get the wig a passport and it might need a rabies jab. And Stephanie says, good morning to Ben, Leann and friends from Farmingdale, New Jersey. Raining here too, but look at that.
Now, you really need to let this to dry naturally because when I'm putting the air on it, it's mixing the colours together more. And I quite like that, but I don't want to mix it so it goes brown. So actually, when you do that, you're just going to leave it to settle and dry on your card and dry naturally. What you can do, though, if you want a little bit of extra interest in there, imagine this butterfly is coloured on this side and then you've got all that beautiful colour there. What you can do is just pick up with a wet brush this time, bits of colour and splat.
Look at that.
And then just leave it to dry. With a lovely vibrant sentiment, that is a brilliant happy birthday with a fabulous background. There are so many other backgrounds you can do. The backgrounds that we show you on a regular basis, all of them can be done with this. I wanted to show you that because I thought it was a little bit different to what we would normally do.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to move that to one side.
Couple of quick questions before I forget. So Sandy's saying, inquiring minds, I want to know what type of spray bottle Leann uses for her misty wafty mist. Is there a special bottle or
Yes.
that big one?
Ta-da! It's our Crafter's Companion Misty Wafter.
Yeah.
It pumps, oh, it needs some water in. Hang on, here's the one with water in. Here we are, one with water in. And then you just pump, and it's a continuous spray. So one pump, that was spraying for all that time. So I'll show you again. One press the handle, and I'll count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 seconds of mist. And that's all you need. One pump, and you get a misty waft, and it's very, very fine.
And Rhonda wants to know, will the quick dry ink bleed if you watercolour?
Quick dry. It's water-based, so it could. You really need your Finesse waterproof ink pad for that. Now, have you all seen the... have you seen this before?
Yeah, but we never tire of seeing it.
Are you sure?
Last time we had these on, actually, I was doing it with Sheila. Funny enough.
You?
Yeah. I got the shaving foam from next door, and we had a right old play with this. Just whilst you're putting the shaving foam out as well, what paper have you been using, asks Helen? What sort of paper do we use for this?
Watercolour card, but it would equally work on our multi-purpose.
Right.
That technique that I've just done would work on multi-purpose as well, but I always use watercolour card. It's my card of choice. Right, so now we're going to do a background. So I've got my shaving foam just in a container, and then all I'm going to do is drop on some of my liquid watercolours randomly. That's the magenta. This is so it's actually magenta rose. This is sunflower yellow, and do let it overlap in places, because if you let it overlap in places, oh, that smells lovely.
Nice.
Smells like a clean-shaven man. Smells lovely. Lovely.
Just to say, if you're in the UK, you've only got the colour inspirations, but if you're in the US, you've got both options. So shop the day, and you'll see all of the options available to you. Is there any kind of rhyme and reason where you're putting the colours, or are you just random? Yeah. It's the next bit I like, when you give it a good mix with the pokey tool.
You can do a pokey tool, you can do the end of your paintbrush, you can do a craft knife, you can do whatever you like, really. You can do your picky up pokey downy tool. If I could find a pokey tool, I'd use a pokey tool.
Oh.
All of the things in this place just go missing.
Surely there must be a pokey tool.
I can't see a pokey tool.
We're a craft channel, for goodness sake.
I can't see one, Ben.
I'm coming over. There must be one in there. Surely.
Can you see one, Ben?
Oh no, I thought that was... well, I never did.
Can you smell...
Can I smell one?
Can you smell one? Well, that's because I can smell the foam. It's not there, is it, Ben?
I don't think it is.
No, let's use the tweezers. We'll just use the tweezers.
Well, that is ridiculous.
It really is. It really is quite ridiculous. Anyway, never mind. I've got tweezers. You use a pokey tool. What's the matter, Brent? What are you looking at?
I just wondered what you needed.
I needed a pokey tool, pet, but there's none here.
No pokey tools.
Thank you, Brent. It's bloody marvellous, him. Right, now then. Here we go. We're just doing a little random swirlette. So it's good to do circles. Now you can do this mixing other colours before you drip them in. I've done this really primary because birthday's coming and we want it to feel like a birthday party. Look how I've got green there. Did you see? Look at here where the colours all mix. You'll get oranges, you'll get greens. It's really, really cool. Right, so we've got that in there. Right?
Yep.
Done.
Nice.
Now what we do, thank you, sweetheart. I'm really grateful to you. Oh, I was totally discombobulated.
But I don't know where those two have gone.
Now, I wonder where they've gone. Who knew?
Sheila.
Anyway. Now what you do is just take a piece of card, watercolour or multi-purpose. I'm using multi-purpose. And then what you do is you just put your card in.
Yep.
Give it a push down.
Is that a light press or is it quite firm?
It's a light press.
Okay.
And then take your tweezers and you do a quick pull up. And I've just got a scrap piece of card here.
Okay.
right? And then I've got another scrap piece of card.
Which way are you going to drag it? Debbie uses her credit card,
towards me.
Okay.
Okay, and then you take it from the top.
Oh, come on. Is that not the best thing we ever do on this channel? I love it.
How fantastic
Yeah.
is that?
Yes.
It's brilliant, isn't it? And you can create them. Look at the greens, the yellows, the purple, all coming through. Now you can mix your new colours on your mat and pop them in if you want to, because you've got your mixing kit, your Hero tool. Put your colours in the little pots, mix them, and then you've got spare pipettes in your Hero tool as well. Pipette those colours out. So you don't have to go with a primary like I've done. You can go really subtle if you want to. But once you've done that, let me just clean that away.
We're doing it again?
Yeah, we're doing it again.
Just do this for the rest of the show, because I absolutely love this, honestly.
Right, okay, we're going to do it again on a piece of watercolour card, just so you can see the difference.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to cut that in half, because I don't need to
Sister P4 is just saying a favourite technique of hers.
We've also lost our big scissors.
No, we haven't.
Yes, we have, Ben. Yes, there's only little scissors here.
What is going on with this place?
I don't know.
I take this quite personally, because I'm in here every day. So I don't know how this stuff can go missing.
Right, so now we're going back into our pot.
Yeah.
And the effect will get less and less because obviously you're picking it up.
Yeah.
So you can pick a new area or you can just go back in the centre again. Up to you. Pop it in. Push it down. And then take your tweezers. Always have a little bit of towel at hand just for your fingers, otherwise you know. And then pick it up quickly. Move your tray. Use your scrap piece. Get your scraper, and I like to go down in one motion. So start at the top. Once I start,
oh, get out! It's so good.
Pull it down. How fabulous is that? Now
look
at the difference to that first one. I've just cleaned that off, and we'll do another one.
Okay.
Look. So it's starting to get more pastel. See the difference?
Yeah, yeah.
But this is great because then what you can do is a whole suite of beautiful backgrounds with one application of foam and one lot of drips. I mean, you probably get 10
Are you
or
ever
more.
tempted now to take your pokey tool or whatever you've got handy and like
If you want to, would you like me to do that?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Just re-swirl it, yeah.
You can.
Okay.
Never say never.
In we
If
go.
you want. Okay, so then we go in with another piece of card. Where's my scraper? Here it is here.
Like, TV doesn't get much better than this, does it? This is just so cool.
And do you know, these liquid watercolours they're just unbelievable tweezers.
I mean, buying them just to do this technique, to create backgrounds with, is worth the money.
100%. Move your tray out of the way, use your scrap piece of card.
Yeah.
Get your scraper. Actually, I'm going to go around the other way.
Yeah, which way are you going to go?
Got some green now, because the colours are all starting to mix now, you see, in the foam. So just start at the top. If you don't get it all off in one go, you can go back.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yes, I like it.
I like that one.
I do.
That's with the extra swirls in.
Yeah.
And then we'll do one more. I can't, once you start, you can't stop.
No.
We'll do one more.
And then I'll come over and do a new lot and do 4 myself.
And but look how much more we've got doing.
Do you put the foam that you've just scraped off, do you put that back in?
No.
Right, so you leave that to the side.
I leave that discarded. Because what you'll get is just one colour mix.
Right.
And it'll obliterate all the colours. So when I've done a scraping, that gets discarded. Yeah, because the colours will just all mix together and you'll end up with just a pastel. You won't get much differentiation. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to go right in the middle again. I'm not going to re-swirl because I want to see what kind of lovely subtle effect I've got. And then pick up. You could be using all of this. This is all wasted. Well, it's not wasted because you won't waste it at home. But, you know, for us today, we can't spend all day just doing this, can we? When we could.
Yeah, I'd be quite happy doing this.
I could because I love doing it.
Yeah.
And then...
Good thing to do with the kids as well, this. Kids and the grandkids would enjoy this. Messy crafting.
Got a little bit left there.
Yeah.
Get that off.
Okay.
There we go. There's another one. We'll just leave it there. So you see I've got a little bit, with a bit more gap in the middle. I'm all right with that.
Yeah.
Then we've got this one. And we've got the one we started with. And there is another 7 in there because we just keep re-swirling. You see, what you would do is take those in and just keep bringing those in there like that, look. See? Should we do one more with this?
Yeah.
Look, because you just bring it in like this.
Yeah.
You see what I'm doing? Just to use it
Drawn
again.
into the middle.
Yeah, I think we'll get 2 out of that.
could you, Rachel Jones is asking, could you use the Colour Creations powders with shaving foam in the same way as the liquid watercolours?
Well, look, guys, I'm going to shout for Jake and he's going to clean this out and we're going to try.
Yes!
You know how I love to try. Should we give him a shout, guys?
It's like a kids' TV show. Let's all shout them together, boys and girls.
Everybody,
After
1, 2, 3.
Jake! Let's see if he comes. That's not loud enough, is it? We're going to have to shout him again. Come on, after 3, everybody.
1, 2, 3.
Jake! Let's see if he comes now. He must be fast asleep. Either that or he's got his headphones on. Here he is. Please, could you wash out the tray?
Yes,
we need
please.
it again. Thank you,
I'm
Jake.
just showing everybody what I'm doing. Look, George. 2 pieces of... Here we are. Two for one.
Oh,
two for one. One. And we did the little re-swirly up, didn't we, with the new colours. There's another 10 in there.
Yeah.
Anyway, Jake, can we
Come
have
and
that
say hello,
cleaned out?
Jake.
And I'm going to do it again. Thanks, Jake.
He's shy.
I thought he was coming on the camera. I nearly said,
Jake, come
come
here.
on. But anyway.
He's coming
We'll
over
not
here
force him.
just to give us a little wave.
He's coming over. There we are. There he is.
Yep. Thanks, Jake.
Now, he's got a granddad cardi on today.
I've got a couple of granddad cardigans. I think I set the trend on that one. I love a cardigan,
I like a cardi.
especially this time of the year.
Oh.
Oh, hello.
Look at that.
That
bad
is
boy.
nice, isn't it?
Ooh, that's fancy.
It is.
Right, now then. And then the other one. That's one. And then this one.
Wowee.
Ooh, look at that. Gorgeous.
You'll never get bored of the reveal
Never
here,
get
will
bored
you?
of the reveal. There
No.
we go. And that was a very swirly one. So that's much more, lots of little pieces where you've got the bigger patterns here. And it just depends what you want. But look, how many backgrounds have I done in that amount of time? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. And there was at least another 6 in that pot, if that's what you wanted to do. So the liquid watercolours, watercolour with them, do backgrounds with them. The drippy technique with them, if you've ever seen that, is incredible. That's where you literally drip them onto a piece of... I'm doing it now. I'm going on to Colour Creations, aren't I?
She's
Sorry,
doing what she wants now.
You drop them on.
Yeah.
There's some water here. Drop them on. So I've done a big...
So is this on watercolour again?
Yeah. So this is a big line of water. I'm going to go on to Colour Creations next, but I just need to show you all this because I think you'll want to do it.
Yeah.
And then all I'm doing is a splot as we go along.
Oh, yeah.
I'll not do it all, but it's an idea. And then what you do is you pick it up and you let it run.
Yes.
And if you needed to encourage it to run a bit more, get your spritzer and from the top down.
Ah, yes. That'd be fun for like a birthday card. It looks like icing melting off a cake.
Yeah.
Or something.
And you would do more than me and you let them all run down. There we go. And do that. And then once that makes a lovely card background when you do that. But then don't waste the stuff that's on the base. Clean up with that because you've just dripped all that down. And then you make a big, beautiful, swooshed background with everything that you had left over and dry it. I could go for half a day with these, Ben. I could go for half a day.
I can watch you for half a day as well, and I think everyone else could too, because we're getting some lovely comments. Basically, get these if you haven't yet got them, and I think, as I said, worth the money alone if you're just going to do the shaving foam technique with. And if you go back to, Sheila and I used them a couple of weeks ago. There's loads of shows that we've used these before, so you can pick up more hints, tips and ideas. This is a favourite technique of mine, says Sister before. I keep forgetting to get shaving cream when shopping. Make sure it's the cream as well and not the gel. Don't accidentally buy like a tub of the gel. I like the shaving foam technique, says Doreen. Such happy butterfly and background, says Stephanie. And hi to Clifton Walters, who's joined us from Virginia. Loving the beautiful things Leann does for us. And Mary Shaw says, thank you. I never would have thought to drop water first and then colour. Zoe says, I hope Jake doesn't get it on his white t-shirt. He'll be fine. Johnny just said he might take it off like they did in it was Diet Coke, wasn't it, I think? Not Pepsi. And Rosalind says, I'd like to use a shaving cream background for sentiment. It is a fun technique, and it's one that you'll never get bored of doing because each and every time you reveal it, it will be different to the one that you have done before. We're going to move on to the colour creations because those are a lot of fun. Just to remind you though, and we showed you these this morning on Wake Up Call, the Ombre ink pads are also in stock. Discounted today for you as well. 10% discount on these, I think, plus your Club Inspire membership. So you're down to $12.23 if you're platinum, $14.36. The light and fresh you have in the pink tulip, sandstorm, pale fig, honey pot, ocean blue, lemon tonic, spring meadow, and oasis. And then you've got the same again in your rich and luxurious. As I say, if you go back to the show this morning, Sheila took these out. You'll see the cute little pot that they come in. Very good for like transporting around with you as well. These you've got the plum jam, Chinese red, orange, damson wine, midnight lagoon, smoked emerald, and then your jet black. $12.23 for either, or you might want to get both, or $14.36. Hello to Mimi George, who says, good morning, all my granddaughters are 9 and 11. Every time they come to visit, they ask to do this technique. Say fun to do with the kids and the grandkids. Every time they come to visit, I take their picture and I use it as their creations as a background for the picture. I love that. And Sister P4 says, watching Leann is mesmerising. Don't forget, we've got about 20 minutes left on this show, and then we will be taking a little pause, and then we're coming back at 3 o'clock. I'll tell you all about that and how you can rewatch the show coming up at 3 in a minute. But coming up at 3, we've got the Hot Fix rhinestone applicator and a brilliant show to come with that. Before that, let's have a look at these pots of wonder, pots of magic, pots of delight, the colour creations powders. If you love the techniques that Leann was just showing you there with the liquid watercolours, these are going to blow your mind. When you see them with Leann in just a few moments' time, and if you've never seen these before, I know what you'll think and I know what you'll say. You'll go, oh, those pots are small. You need literally the smallest, tiniest, most microscopic amount of the powder to create the biggest, boldest explosion, and you will see explosions of colour with these. They are, again, absolutely tremendous. 8 pots you're going to get within your set. These are the colours that you are going to receive. £14.39 or $17.96. Each of the individual pots, as you'll see with Leann, comes with its own little dispenser, and you'll see, as I say, you just need such a small amount to create the biggest, boldest display of colour, and we're going to go through these with Leann right now. If you've already got these, by the way, and not yet used them, make this the show maybe that you get them out and have a play, because I think, again, Leann, once you've got these, I mean, it opens up a whole world of colour and a whole world of almost like experimentation, doesn't it?
Absolutely it does. If I could recommend one thing that you push yourself out of your comfort zone and purchase, and just trust me when I say you will love them, it's these. Yeah. These are absolutely exceptional. And can I just say, for all of you natural fibre artists at home, if you like to dye your own yarn, you know, in a pan with some vinegar, etc., to set it, these will dye yarn. So they're not just about papercraft, they're about lots of different types of fabric craft as well. So they are just a brilliant, brilliant crystallized dye. I just want to show you this before I move on, because when you let the colours continue to move, then it really does feel a little bit more diffused and fabulous. And of course, if just imagine that's chopped down, you know, in a little bit better than that on a big piece, it's going to look gorgeous. Anyway, onwards and upwards, because that's the way we're going. Let's get a piece of watercolour card again. I just need to cut myself a new piece, Ben, but I haven't got any big scissors.
If I go and find...
No, it's fine, I'll use the guillotine. Oh, dear.
Those craft experts. I'll have a word.
Please do.
I'll have a word.
Thank you. Right. Now then, I've got here... well, look, I'll start at the very beginning. It's a very good place to start. Let's not do that yet. Let's do this next bit. Let's say you just want to make a really pretty background and you're going to use some lovely colours. And I'm going to say it's like a garden of flowers. And I'll show you what I mean by that in a second. I'm just going to take some of the colour creation powder and, to Ben's point, tiny. If you imagine a mouse's tear,
Yeah.
and then imagine mouse's dandruff.
That's my favourite one. Mouse dandruff.
If you imagine that, which is going to be microscopic,
Yeah.
that's the amount you need.
I wonder if mice get dandruff.
I don't know. I couldn't think of another powder analogy related to an animal. so that's what we're going to do. Mouse's dandruff across the bottom here. So it's a tiny. So you see, I'm hardly tapping, and you can't hardly see.
No.
Look, you see what I mean about mouse's dandruff?
Yes.
You can hardly see.
This is what I mean. It's less than you think.
So much less.
Yeah.
Like, so we launched these at birthday last. Was it the birthday last year? Or was it the year before?
It was last year. I'm sure it was.
I've still got my pot at home and they're still full.
Yeah. Well, Sheila was saying the same. Like, they'll last for ages, won't they?
Yeah, I've done all sorts with them. So I've used a little bit of buttercup yellow there, and then this is pink foxglove.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a bit much.
Well, yeah.
It's a case of do as I say, not as I do. Right. So that's a little bit of pink foxglove, and I might stick a bit of poppy red in. Poppy field.
And it's the lightest of taps, isn't it, on the...
Hardly any. So what you're not going to do is salt your chips.
No.
You're not salting your chips. You're not like... right? No, you're not salting your chips. You're sprinkling some mouse's dandruff. So you've got your pot and you just literally tip like that. Hardly any coming out. Tip. That's it. Enough. Right, I probably got a bit much on there because I wanted to show you the effect. And then you take your spritzer and spritz over the powders. And that's when they will burst
look at
into life.
Yes.
And you can keep going and use your heat tool if you want. And then look, picking all the little bits up here that was stray. So then this looks like little bits of beautiful floral foliage, and you can dry it. Arrest the progress of the mixing with your dryer.
And I guess depending on how far away you spritz from or the angle you spritz from, again, will give you a very different look.
Yes, exactly, and I'll show you that as well, Ben. And then you can dry it, or you can leave it to dry naturally.
Yeah.
And then what you'll do is take any silhouette stamp or anything you've got at home, stamp it over the bottom, and that's all I've done is that, and stamped a plain black image over the top. Make a wish. How fabulous is that? This is how brilliant they work. So that is the basic concept of those powders. You sprinkle them, they then spritz them, and that awakens and enlivens them. If you are a half decent line drawer, I don't think I am, but you know,
I bet you are.
I'm not. I'm really not. But we're going to try. Let's say I decide I'm going to have. I mean, this is a mucky piece of card, but you get the idea. I'm going to go from the bottom here. Use a permanent pen.
A tree?
Yeah. I mean, you'll do better than me.
I don't know if I would.
I didn't mean you. I meant everybody at home.
Oh, everyone at home. She loves me, really.
I do.
Tremendous, that.
Look, only the people I love get a hand-crocheted glow-in-the-dark ghost.
Oh, is that definitely happening?
I've started it. I'm nearly finished.
You are an absolute... You've nearly finished?
Yeah.
When did we talk about that? That was on... Yeah, it was on Tuesday, wasn't it? I cannot wait.
You get the idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so a tree. You can put some little leaves on if you want, but I'm not going to bother. And you would colour this in. Colour this in with a permanent marker of some description.
Yeah.
Then what you can do is I'm going to take some leaf flurry. Why not? Just tip. Bit of leaf flurry in there. So we've got an autumnal tree incoming because it's starting to get that way, isn't it?
And this shows you just how little Leann's used there, because George, as you might have noticed, just zoomed in a bit, because I was thinking, well, has she actually put any down there? You can just about see it now. So it's a very small amount. Think of that mouse's dandruff.
Yes, you're not salting your chips.
George.
Okay, just leave it like that.
Yeah.
And then what you do is take your spritzer. So this is great for hand drawn as well. You don't have to have stamps. Take your spritzer.
That is amazing.
Autumn tree. In seconds.
Yes.
And that's just using our art liner. That's the tiniest amount. And then leave it to do its thing. Colour this in black with one of your classique markers or one of your Illustrator markers, or colour it in a bark colour if you want to. If you can't find, here's the black, found it. And then just do that to fill that in so that it's a nice black colour. This is a watercolour one, so you could fill that in if you wanted to. So you're creating your own. You could do some thicker lines, but then you've got a lovely tree to send to someone. Okay, so that's in its most basic use. You can do that with stamps as well, but I didn't have a stamp to hand, so I hand drew it. Not my skill set.
I've got
but you
3
get the idea.
questions lined up, and then we can do a bit more. Rosalind says, can these powders be used in candle wax or resin?
Can you, sorry?
Can these powders be used in candle wax or resin?
I've never tried, but I don't see why not. It's a crystallised dye. It will liquefy. So there's no toxicity reason why you can't, so just give it a go and try.
Trudy says, can you, I'm sure we tried to do this and it didn't work, but maybe I dreamt this. Can you use these powders to change the colour of your gilding wax?
You cannot.
No, I'm sure we tried that and it didn't work. Yeah, so there you go. And Alison Mason says, I have the Royal Jungle Pearl powders. Are these the same?
No.
No.
The Royal Jungle Pearl powders are a mica, which is a shimmer. And you can use them with these, but they don't work in the same way as these. This is the only product we have which works in this way. The only one.
Good question. So with those, you can, what's the pad that you use with those? The pearl powders? Yeah,
you use the watermark pad.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, watermark.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, so I'm going to, now I've got a mask on here. This is another great way of using them. So I've got a little mask on. I've used a little bit of repositionable adhesive on there. I've used our stick and spray. You use any mount spray that you've got at home, or stick and spray on the website, of course, if it's there for you. And then I'm just doing exactly what I've already done, which is little sprinkles of colour, tiny little bits. Just a nice little mix of whatever you fancy.
Yes, if you've got all your masks and stencils, I mean, you're away really, aren't you?
And you will have at home, if you're a dedicated crafter, which I know you are, same as me, hundreds, if not thousands of dies.
Oh, yeah.
Create your own stencils.
Oh, yes.
Cut them from acetate, cut them from card, make a 2 or 3 use stencil, it doesn't matter, because you've got the die. You can make another piece out of another piece of card.
Yeah.
Use your horrible cruddy old card that you've done all your testing on, your watercolour bits down here. Doesn't matter.
No.
Nobody's checking out the quality of your mask that you're making. Do you know what I mean? Just use your old card and your dies. Make any mask you fancy. So I've got a little bit of the pink foxglove on there as well. And I might just go with a little bit of, I'm going to go with a little bit of leaf green down here.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, just down there.
Experimentation is the way with these.
Just do you. Just do you. You do you, hun. That's the motto. And never expect perfection.
No.
Because how could you possibly, when you're sprinkling bits of crystallised dye and then squirting water on it, lots of things to change there, and that's the joy of this, because it's never going to be the same.
No.
You don't know what you're going to get. So it's a very organic, realistic, natural product, natural result.
Yeah.
So once we've done that with the mask, we then just aliven and waken. Now you can make it, look how it continues. So I'll put the couple of spritz, if I just stand back and stop. If at first you go, I don't like that, don't keep putting water.
Yeah.
Because look, we've just stood here and that colour has intensified as I've talked, putting no more water on. But if you do want to put more water on, then of course you can. Further away, you get a more diffused result. Close up, a more intense result. So it just depends on the effect you want. And I'm going more close up at the bottom because it's a bit grass that I want to approximate. And then I'm going, look at that. Ooh. Oh, stop, Leann, behave. Take your own good advice. And then dry.
With these, I mean, I know you probably could, but is it best to sprinkle, then apply water, or can you do it the other way round?
I'm going to show you the other way around next.
Right. What's your preferred way, or do you not have one? I just can't hear me.
You definitely need them in your life. I can't recommend these enough. Like, if you're just at home thinking, I've lost my crafty mojo,
Yeah.
and I don't know what I'm doing, I'm just watching the shows, and I don't know, get these and just sprinkle them on things. Make some masks, draw some trees, make a background, stamp on top of it, and the next thing I'm going to show you, make Christmas presents. It's absolutely, honestly, they're just, everybody I've recommended these to, without fail, has come back to me and said, I'm so glad I got them. I wish I'd listened to you sooner. I need that a little bit longer dry, but I've only got 10 minutes to show you the next thing, so we're just going to pick this away.
You've only got 5 minutes, actually.
Have I?
Yeah.
Oh.
Ah, yeah. I mean, you get the gist, don't you? Wowee.
There you go.
Love.
And so that then is your mask. You've got all of the beautiful colours around it. It looks absolutely glorious. Right. Now we need to do a piece of home decor in 5 minutes.
Okay.
Get yourself a canvas.
Right. Oh, you can actually... Oh, right, okay. Might need longer than 5 minutes.
Yep. If I only can do half, I can only do half. Right, so here we go. This is a big canvas, so I'm only going to work on this bottom half because you would get a smaller one, but you're going to get the idea. Get your big water brush that we've got in the collection and your water pot. And then what you're going to do is paint an approximation of a heart 5 times with water, lots of water. So I'm taking my brush and then I'm going love heart.
Okay.
And then I'm filling that in with water.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. See the heart, yeah.
So I'm filling it in with water, and we're doing 5 of these. Or you could do 3. You're doing odd numbers.
Yeah.
And then another one, heart, and I'll just do half a flower, because how much time have I got? About 4 minutes.
Just say you got the hot fix right into the applicator show coming up after this. Kendall's joined us, Gail's with us in Wyoming, and Stephanie says, I love this, Leann. I consider this a masterclass. I'm saving the show. And Sue Culver says, I save all the bits of flat acetate from packing to use for stencils. Very thrifty, that's a good idea.
This is just water, and I realise this is not very compelling viewing. You probably can't see the water.
Because then we're excited to see where this is going to go now. So
And
we've got
then
1, 2, 3, 4.
How long?
5.
Okay.
Oh.
About 3
No,
and
I
a
said
half.
5. You've got 5 petals, is what I was saying, not time.
I've got 3.5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, so that is 5 random love hearts on a canvas. Then take your powder, your Colour Creations, and sprinkle it straight in.
Wow, okay.
Okay. Okay, and we'll just leave it about there.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll leave it like that. And then what we're going to do is take our brush again that we've just applied the water with, and we're going to just add more.
Yeah, I remember this now.
And so all you're doing is encouraging that to move in the petals, and it will not go outside onto the dry canvas. It will stay within the wet heart that we've created.
The only time we've seen this before was at birthday last year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And and the canvas that Leann created has hung outside in the corridors
so
here.
we're just moving it into those heart shapes.
Yeah.
Like this, into the middle, and you go around each one and then just leave it to do its thing.
Yeah.
And then, when you've done that on all 5 of them, and leave it to dry naturally, and imagine this. So this is 80% complete now. I'm going to stop because I know we need to finish. For the I'm going to do one more then. Thanks, George. So we're just moving it into the heart shapes. You're moving the water that's already on there and just, you know, encouraging it into that shape. And you can do this with any colour because you can mix the different colours together. You've got your cyan, magenta, yellow and black again in the Colour Creations powders.
Amazing.
There we go. Okay, so that's an approximation of a flower. Then what you can do if you want to add a little bit more colour in a couple of places, just for a bit of interest, you can go in, directly in with your powder and just let it dissolve and do its thing. Okay, like that. And then when you've done that and you need to get some more colour, just pick it up and splat. Okay, so we're splatting around. So you're picking up a little bit, splatting around, you're not adding any more. And then when you've done that and you put a little centre in the middle and it dries, that's what you'll have.
Ah, incredible. Incredible.
Yeah, and then that's the one that we've got there. So this is just a little bit more intense. This one. Sorry, George, there you go. Yeah, so that would make, and you could put a lovely little sentiment on there. That's a lovely piece of home decor. And there's the one we've just done. Once that's dry, I just want to fill that bit in there because I don't love it.
You've become an artist. I noticed you even signed the original one, didn't you?
Yeah, because I was asked to. So there you go. You can make home decor in 5 minutes. They're fantastic. Please just get them and then play with them and come back and tell us later how much you love them.
What a brilliant show. I've really thoroughly enjoyed it, and I think the comments that I've seen come through, so many of you saying that you're going to be saving that to your playlist, definitely want to come back to. And listen, I think out of everything there, you're either picking up the liquid watercolours, aren't you, or you are picking up those Colour Creations powders, because quite simply you can experiment, have fun, and just like not panic too much about crafting. I think sometimes we get into a little bit of a tears about crafting and we worry too much. This is all about having fun, experimenting, and enjoying the process. Pick up one or both if you can, and save this show for inspiration. We're coming back in just a few moments' time with our I can never get this in my brain, Hot Fix Rhinestone Applicator. So if you're on YouTube, exit this show by clicking on our YouTube channel icon. Our next show will be in the upcoming live streams carousel at the top of our channel. While you're there, make sure you hit subscribe and then click the little bell that pops up and select all notifications. That way you will never miss a thing. And don't forget, on each upcoming show in the upcoming live streams carousel, there is a notify me button. Hit that and YouTube will give a reminder before we go live. And if you're on Facebook, exit the live show with the X in the top left corner. Refresh until you see it at the top of the page or spot the red live icon on our profile picture. A top tip, follow our page, then click follow again. From the drop down under notifications, choose live video and set it to all notifications. That way Facebook will let you know as soon as we go live. We will meet you back here very shortly indeed. We're going to get blinging up loads of stuff. You want shoes blinged up? We'll do it. You want clothes blinged up? We'll do it. If it stands still for too long, we are blinging it up. That's why I've just seen Jamie run down the corridor. Thank you so much for watching. Get those goodies checked out. Don't also forget, if you're not coming back, 5 o'clock, be here or be square. Countdown to birthday. You will not want to miss it. See you in a mo.